To start, I'm confused as to why my opponent could not locate the sources I cited. I wonder if he just copy and pasted the entire citation into his computer, but I know for sure if you only type in the title of the articles or journals I cited on Google, they'll be the first links to appear. Though to be clear, I didn't just Google my sources, they are from Binghamton Library, JSTOR, and other credible places. To respond to my opponent's claim that caffeine has health benefits for people, I'd like to state that I was referring to children and not just people in general when I stated that it had no health benefits. In this source that I cited, it was about children not being able having negative health effects. Adults may have positive effects, but in this situation, we're talking about children not being able to drink sugary drinks. That's the whole point. My opponent's source stating that children who chewed gum containing caffeine were more attentive than children who didn't does not prove that caffeine is good for children. It's a commonly known fact that caffeine makes you attentive, but it doesn't mean it's good for children. My source states that it has no health benefits for children at all. Also, 40 milligrams of caffeine in gum is much less than that in sugary drinks. This also discredits his source in this situation. My opponent also states that depression is a cause of obesity, but then goes on to list other causes. It's clear that depression isn't the only cause of obesity, and therefore does not necessarily outweigh the cause of sugary drinks. He says eating, not drinking, is the cause, but I'm sure drinking is considered in eating habits as well, as there are calories in sugary drinks to consider. Besides everything that I've just stated, the most important thing to note is that my opponent has not addressed my claim that sugary drinks lead to high blood pressure, which leads to brain shrinkage, and therefore to memory loss and loss of language skills. This is more important because it totally negates the point of sugary drinks being sold in schools to begin with. They apparently are sold in schools for funding, but what's the point of funding for school programs when somewhere down the line, children are going to lose the knowledge they've gained in school due to consuming sugary drinks that they've bought in school? This outweighs every claim my opponent has made. Lastly, I'd like to say that my opponent is using the word ban a lot, referring to my proposition. I only propose that sugary drinks not be sold in primary and secondary schools, not banned. This will not deprive them from having the drinks because they may still bring them to school if their parents allow them and if they choose. My opponent's proposal of education, rather than disallowing the sale of drinks entirely, will not work because if you continue to sell the drinks in school while attempting to educate children on their negative health effects, it will prove nothing. They will not learn anything unless you show them how bad they are by not offering them to them, but also allow them to make their own decisions. This allows them to use reason and make rational decisions, as my opponent has just stated. Thank you.